Hello, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started with your reading. If you guys want to book me for a personal reading, all my information is in the description box down below. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. Wow. Here we go. So we got the Seven of Cups, we've got the Ten of Cups, and we've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Okay, there's been some conflict, and I think for some of you, it's within your family unit or friends that you consider family. I do feel like there are some decisions that need to be made, and I feel like you have a lot of options, okay? And I feel like for some of you, you just kind of want to go off on your own. I do feel like that is creating a little bit of conflict with other people, but I feel like this is really important for you to build upon. I do feel like financially, I feel like this is a good move for you, okay? At the end of the day, for some of you, I feel like if you're walking away from a family unit, and you've decided, this has been just a facade. It's like, you look at the Ten of Cups and you think, oh, it's the happily ever after. It's the Ten of Cups. It's hard work. It's things that have been built up long term. But if you notice, they're standing in the dirt. So from an outside perspective, you can look at it like it's all a bunch of bullshit. It's all smoke and mirrors, There's a lot of confusion that goes on within the family unit. And so for some of you, you have decided that I'm going to go ahead and go off on my own. I would be better off on my own than I would be with all of the conflict that continues to ensue. Underneath that is the Five of Pentacles. So feeling left out in the cold, biting, arguing, bickering, bitching over childish bullshit. It's just childish ego and bullshit is what I see. Eight of Pentacles, putting your nose to the grindstone, Ace of Cups, Ten of Swords. So, putting more energy and emphasis into your work instead of into all the confusion. It's like you're trying to work through all of this and find your own happiness. The Ten of Swords is they can't hurt you anymore. So now we have two tens here, the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Swords. So it's the end of feeling left out in the cold. It's the end of feeling stabbed in the back. It's the end. It can't hurt you anymore. And I think that it does create a lot of internal conflict. But I feel like this is such a grand opportunity. The Seven of Pentacles here. So now you've got two sevens here. We've got the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Two sevens is false friends. Two sevens is false people in your life. And so you're looking at this going, man, do I continue to invest into this situation, or just do I take what I have left and invest it back into myself? And I feel like you're investing back into yourself. We've got the King of Pentacles here. And I feel like this could be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. We've got the cups here, water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I guess we do have a little bit of air and fire, but for the most part, we've got the earth and water. So with that said, it's like, going out, finding your own happiness. If you're a single parent, maybe you've been putting all your emphasis into your children, and now you're like, you know what? I'm done fighting with them. I'm done not knowing what my role is with them. So I'm going to go out towards something that's going to make me happy as a parent. If your kids are older and they're out of the house and you're still trying to be, in their lives and they're pushing you away, you're just done. Okay. You're walking away. You're walking into new opportunities. You've got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands here. So these are opportunities of love and passion. Okay. And I feel like for some of you, you're going to end up on this journey finding somebody. If you're a single, male or female, if you're single, I feel like by you pouring back into yourself, okay, here, I feel like you're going to end up here. So this is for you parents who are single and who have children, and you're done with all the fuckery of the family, okay? And I feel like it's fuckery of the family. That's what I get here. It's like childish banter back and forth. But I feel like this is put here for a reason, because you've put so much emphasis into your family. You put so much emphasis into your children. And it's time for you to live a life that is just for you. Now, say you are the kid, maybe you're in your 20s or whatever, and you're fighting with your mom and dad. It's time for you to go off onto your own journey and do your own thing and create your own stability, start your own business or whatever, and work on yourself, because I do feel like there's new opportunities. I do see where you are waiting for these opportunities, but in the meantime, you're still doing the work. I am going to say that peace is being brought back to you. My business is the footsteps to peace, right? And so it's really taking yourself. You're going to hit trials and tribulations. There's going to be painful situations that you're walking away from. And I think that you'll be really happy that you did. Stop fighting with your family. If your family isn't a source of good energy, walk away. If they're not on your side, if they're not with you, they're against you. Okay? And that goes with everybody right now. It's a new year. And if you've spent the last few years of constant, running towards people who keep pushing you away, back off. Go do your own thing. But I feel like it creates a lot of internal struggle for you. So you're thinking things through right now. You have a lot of different options. Which one of those options do you need to work on? Pay attention to your dreams, because I think that your dreams are really trying to point you in the right direction. Let's see what these say. All right, Spirit. Ace of Cups and smack dab in the middle of the reading. 10 of Cups right above that. And the King of Pentacles right underneath that. So, this is love and money. We've got message in a bottle. There's a message coming in. Whether it's from your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, or an actual message. It's the number 15. Moving it right to the page. Communication, a sign. Pointing the way to your highest good. Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them, when you believe you will receive them, and when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. They may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open, for someone might say just the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. Today, your message is this: Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. So you can expect someone to favor you with positive news. This could be in the form of a letter, phone call, or email. You are the intended receiver of this message. So stay open to what you learn. Only good will come of it in the end. The signs are all there. Okay? Prosperity message says you are on the target with your purpose and your passion. You are coming into alignment with your destiny, and Spirit wants you to know that you're on the right track. Expect a call, a new opportunity, or a message from an old friend or business contact that will lead you closer to your dreams and greatest desires. Spirit has been listening to you. So pay attention, to what people are saying right now, because I do feel like there are messages and opportunities coming from Spirit. This is the universe offering you these opportunities, okay? The thing is we don't always have to take them. We might turn them down because we're afraid. We're afraid of change. We're afraid of conflict. Some of you don't want to do the work. So it's in your mind, it's better if I just stay where I am instead of doing something different, okay? But change is the only constant in our life, is death, taxes, and change. Think about that for a minute. What does our angels have to say about this, Spirit? What do the angels have to say? Wow. Okay. So we got listen deeply. So now we've got communication and listening deeply to your soul. I have never gotten this card, so I want to read it. Listen deeply. The whispers of our inner voice are subtle, and it takes patience and willingness to hear them. Often this voice can seem intensely honest and direct, but that's because it wants us to hone in on our truth in order to grow. Often we don't like the truth the inner voice is giving us and refuse to listen, but all we're doing is blocking the guidance that is coming forward from us or for us. The truth of the matter is that our inner voice is always working in our favor, and divine guidance is always loving and supportive. It will be direct and insightful, but won't make us feel low. If you are unsure what information is guidance and what is based on fear or ego, call on the angels to help you hear and understand the information that's rising up within. You can also invite them to clear old messages so that you can have more space energetically for guidance that is relevant to the present moment. You know, we are coming up on that full moon in Cancer, and it is going to oppose Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, okay? So this is going about doing things the more traditional route, which is like more of what your family wants for you. But it's also about doing what's right for you and what nourishes your soul with Cancer. So for a lot of you, your home environment, the relationship with the mother, the emotional body is all going to be triggered, okay? So there's a lot more emotion that we're dealing with that we need to work ourselves through. And then we've got, because of that, spiritual growth. Because we're listening deeply, we're listening to our innermost selves, we're listening to the messages that are all around us, this is going to help us in our spiritual growth. And that's what this is all about, is like all this growth. And it doesn't mean that you have to scrap it. It just means take it somewhere else. Take a portion of that and go somewhere else. And maybe for some of you, you're looking at your finances. But I'm telling you, with the King of Pentacles here and the 9 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles, like we've got the 7, the 8, the 9, and the King. The only thing we're missing here is the 10, but we have the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Pentacles is things that have been built up over time. It's also a family legacy. And I feel like for some of you, you're walking towards building new roots elsewhere. And I feel like your job will flourish. And sometimes your family likes you even more when you're gone. I know I've gone through that experience, you know. I was gone for 3 months and they wanted me back so bad, and I came back, and then it's like, they don't really want me. You know, it's always, you want something until it's here. And then once it's here, they're like, nah, so I understand that feeling. And, this definitely resonates with my soul as well. And I know that there are a lot of clients that I've been dealing with that have too been going through this. So this is definitely a message for them. I feel like filling your own cup is going to be your saving grace. And by filling your own cup and working on your own emotions and allowing your emotions to spill over, I feel like in turn, it's going to wash away all the pain and sadness that you have experienced. But you're looking at it like, how am I going to make this happen? Well, the universe always gives you what you need when you need it. But you just have to make a decision and then align to that decision so that the universe can bring you the abundance that you need in order to make things happen. For some of you, I definitely see some type of on-the-job training. So maybe you're starting a new job. And I feel like as you're doing that, somebody else might even offer you up a new opportunity on top of what you're already doing. So keep that in mind as well. Okay, so let's go ahead to the crystal cards and see. Spirit, please show me what crystal the collective can work with through this energy. There it is. Historian. Immediately it's Kambamba Jasper, okay, historian. Look at your history. Look at the history of your family. Look at the history. I almost get the Hermit. I just see the Hermit. Looking back on everything. Looking back on everything. Everything that you have experienced. Look at the history. Because history tends to repeat itself and brings in the same type of pain. Are you interested in human history, artifacts, and archaeological sites? Improve your empathy for the present human condition through an understanding of the wisdom of those who once walked on a similar path. Look at belief systems and past situations to uncover awareness of karmic lessons. Are some of you guys repeating the same lessons? Are you going through the same fights and arguments that you've been through in the past? Because that's what I see. And they're petty. They make it hurts other people. Look at the history of what you've been through. Look at the history of what has happened in our world. Affirmation says, experience from the past empower me. I am connected with powerful ancient wisdom. I understand the origin of repetitive patterns and develop new paths to the divine. Pay attention to the history. Or you're just going to continue to cycle through and repeat the patterns. I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You have to go back and relearn the lesson before you can start moving forward. All right, Spirit, please show me what messages do we have for the collective. All right, here we go. We got 2. We got lovebirds. Passionate declarations can lead to love. And we've got cactus wren. Turn enmity to your advantage. You going on this journey could help step you into the most amazing love of your life. For those of you singles out there who are going through this experience, and maybe for some of you, you are parents, but I feel like for some of you, your parent or your children have grown. Or if you are, younger and you're fighting with your parents, I feel like this is your way of stepping out into the world and doing something so completely different and creating a new life for yourself. Spirit said, look at the bottom of the deck. Yep. Short-eared owl, inner peace and a sense of wonder are regained by immersing yourself in nature. Get yourself back out into nature. That's what I see here. With these the earth signs, this is about you going back out into nature and really, sitting by yourself and listening to your inner wisdom and guidance and not allowing other people to make decisions for you. Sometimes the best thing to do is keep quiet. Then other people can't shit on your experiences. Okay? All in all, not a bad reading. Let's go ahead and see what your advice is for today. There it is. All right. We've got, what else could this mean? There are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. Look at a situation today by stepping outside of the triggered and ask, what else could this mean? So this is, again, going back into the history. Are you repeating a pattern with Mars retrograde, Mercury retrograde, Uranus retrograde? This is a pattern that you've been through. The soul action says, is there something your soul is calling you to learn in this moment, or is there a pattern that is ready to be broken? Walk in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? It's a beautiful way. I see patterns being repeated right now, and I feel like you need to learn the bigger message of the pattern is sometimes realizing that love shouldn't have to hurt. Okay? It can be very painful. So find people who are going to love you, people who are going to cherish you, to celebrate you, and to be happy that your existence makes their life more fulfilled. Anyway, you guys, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I just want to say, you guys, I love you all, and thank you for your continued support throughout the last few years. It really has meant the world to me more than you guys realize. Anyway, you all, I love you all so much. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it, and it does help my channel grow. Anyway, you guys, I will chat with you again later. Take care.